But just the way, the confluence of, the hardware, and like, internet, kind of like data security stuff, mass surveillance, you know, and, just all this, just restriction, just fucking oppression shit. And just the confluence of that with games like Deus Ex and, Invisible War. I guess I never thought that that would be reality. I guess I just thought that that would stay kind of resoundingly in the realm of fiction. Or at least I never thought, like, I've been aware, like I said, millimeter wave and all this other shit. I've been aware about it for, 15 years minimum. But again, it's one of those things to where I would have thought a circumstance like now, that's basically what if Deus Ex was real, but like in the worst way possible, right? It's not like anime goth titties with like leather fetish, clothes or whatever. And, you got the fucking slide phone and it's the like Matrix, but just to the extent of just like the looking cool stuff. But it's like, no, it's like the actual technocratic dystopia part of that, right? So like the part of it that's not fun. I don't know, I guess I just never thought it would be that, or at least not in my lifetime. I mean, it would have been nice if that shit didn't happen until 2050 or whatever. But it's just kind of hard to believe, how much more relevant those games become to me the older I get. I can't imagine what it must be like to be 12 years old now, right? And just how just meaningless everything is, right? Like I've been thinking about Deus Ex, and Deus Ex Invisible War more, and the music in JC's Sanctuary in the Antarctica part of Invisible War. The soundtrack, the song of that, I've had on loop for like a couple days now. Because I have some songs like that I listen to, like that one, or like some like regular bands, not like video game music, but like death metal or whatever, that they just perfectly encapsulate the feeling of the abyss. And it's like, yeah, you know, just it just sounds like what this shit feels like. And like me playing that shit when I was like 12 years old, it's like I never would have ever thought it would be like it is now. And I couldn't imagine being 12 or 13 now. And now they don't even want to let, a pubescent, teenage boy with their hormones raging, even get the outlet of being able to look at porn on the internet. Right? Think of the kids. Think of the kids. It's like, dude, it's none of your fucking business. Right? It's like, as I said in one of the earlier parts of this, I was in no way harmed by being able to see porn when I was 13. But they want to take that away from me. And it's like, dude, nowadays, like, being 13 now, it's like they don't even make good video games anymore. Like, there is no escapism. And it's weird. It's like when I was 12, I was playing a video game, Invisible War, where your character, basically your self-insert, right? You're Raiden in MGS2, right? Yeah, you're Alex and fucking Invisible War or whatever. In the game, you're forming relationships with large language model chatbots. But, like, it's your character in the game doing that, right? As opposed to now where it's just, you just do that part, right? Like, that's your only option. And it's like, nah, dude, I'd rather be totally alone in this motherfucking universe, flying through, this fucking wasteland, fucking just empty fucking universe on this piece of shit rock, totally by my motherfucking self, than have one of these fake ass relationships with a fucking chatbot. But then, it's double disconcerting when you realize that humans form an affinity to that shit so quickly because the superficial, like, counterfeit relationship you have with a chatbot is just what it's like to have a relationship with a human, right? It's just plastic, fakery, superficial nothing, right? Like, humans, like, I always want to know what's the artificial part of artificial intelligence, right? Like, what part of it makes it, like, not real? I mean, human intelligence is artificial, right? It's just, it's just a plastic existence for plastic humans, right? Plastic bodies, plastic smile, plastic money, you know, smartphones for stupid motherfuckers. And then now it's like truly a fucking, like, constantly on the run from the mass surveillance chatbot shit, but like for real. So it's not a video game and you can just turn it off, right? What's worse about it is I used to have nightmares all the time when I was a kid, where I turned off the video game console, but I could still hear the noises from it, right? Like, of the video game, like it was still on even though I turned it off. Now I guess I know what those fucking dreams were about. And this set of videos didn't turn out nowhere close to how I wanted them to. I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. I don't feel that good right now. I'm starting to breathe kind of heavy because I took too much caffeine and now my heart is racing a million miles a minute. I always hate when I do that, but I don't know. After I get done venting with this bullshit, I'm, probably just going to take a shower and then just go back to, sitting in front of Deus Ex, if it'll continue functioning at least. At least I got it working. And, I mean, dude, what is Hong Kong, like, halfway through? I don't know. I'm not really exploring much on this playthrough. I'm just kind of running through it. I already got all my Augs maxed out because, if you have Me follow you to Hong Kong, you can use that as the basis to get infinite upgrade canisters. So I've already got all the upgrades that matter, all the Augs that matter fully upgraded. I'm just kind of running through. And, anybody that knows what they're doing in that game knows, people talk shit about, um, swimming in that game. But the real true useless skills upgrade, is like for the lock picking and all that. Like, if you're a true pro at the game, deselect pistols right at the start because you get those points, on pistols anyway, but now you got extra XP to work with. Don't worry about, the lock picking or multiple tool shit. Just use the glitch to make one pick or tool, do any lock or whatever. When I do playthroughs, maybe it'll sound weird, but that I'm talking about the first game on PC. What I usually do is right away I'll upgrade actually, like the med kits skill. And then after I put a little bit into like low tech and heavy weapons, because, of course you gotta take the GEP gun. Probably by about the part of LaGuardia where there's that part where you can actually swim in the water, or maybe by the time I get to Verse Life in Hong Kong, I'll upgrade swimming at least once, because I do like to explore, but also just upgrading swimming one time actually helps a lot. But I'll usually install the aqua lung, uh, you know, augmentation. Now, part of that for me is that I've always been fascinated with underwater stuff and like sharks and shit like that. Um, so like Crisis, the game back in the day. I always love, going out into the water to encounter the shark that'll like try to kill you or whatever, or like the one in Mario 64 back in the day, and shit like that. I always loved underwater shit. Um, so I like to put some into swimming, and I have the aqua lung aug, and then of course health regen and all that, so that whenever I get to Ocean Lab right at the start there, I guess not what they call it, ocean base, right? It's before you actually, like, you start off on the coast. It's before you technically get underground or whatever. But like just that part there, just jumping in the water and just swimming around, right? I played the game a million times. I know there's really not much worth noting, unfortunately, but it's just cool to swim around in it. Sometimes, it's not a bug, it's a feature, right? So like I'm not even mad that they never put the moon base part in the game, because repurposing that into some underwater shit made it way cooler, if you ask me. Yeah, these videos are all disconnected. Um, they might have been different. These aren't really what I was hoping to do, but yeah, whatever. I kind of fucked up. I took too much caffeine, and it's like now I'm just sitting here like having a fucking heart attack and breathing heavy. Like basically can't think. So I went too overboard with it. Figures. But whatever. It is what it is. And I don't have the space, in one single video to really make a coherent anything anyway. I'm just really at this point just trying to figure out life. Well, I mean, I know life is evil, but I mean, just what I'm doing specifically in my personal life, and most of it really is I'm just shut off from everything. I'm just trying to stay lost in shit I care about, and of course, the hostile, the user hostile operating system and web browser design, and not just the internet itself, right? Not even the web, but just straight up the internet is just so user hostile. And it's like nobody will acknowledge what's happening, right? Like how CDNs are a form of censorship. Like for an example, looking up Deus Ex related shit, dude. Even through the Looking Glass or whatever, some Deus Ex related forum or just Looking Glass Studios related forum wants to it wants to have a bot prove that I'm real, right? It's doing its CDN. Oh, we need to verify. And I was like, forget it, forget it. I don't need to see your site that bad. Forget it. Just burn another book, whatever. Who cares? But I mean, if I see that, I'll try to grab the Wayback link if there is one. A lot of shit within reason. I'll try to grab archive links to that. But replaying a bit of Soldier of Fortune 2 lately. So I went to Raven's website, and dude, they don't even have a page for Soldier of Fortune 2 anymore. The blurb they have on Soldier of Fortune 2, all it does is just link you to the Wikipedia page. And I'm like, holy fuck, dude. So I gotta go on way back to see the fucking page from 25 years ago or fucking whatever. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ. I don't know. I just wish, like, shit could be so easy in this motherfucking world. Humans they make it impossible. Right? Everything could be easy. They make it difficult on purpose. Just to get their jollies, right? Just to get that,